Hello, welcome back. Another dev log with some cool stuff to show you. Uh, I'd like to say that I've been really busy and I've done a bunch of stuff, but unfortunately, these things, systems, take quite a bit of time, even the small stuff. But I did level 2, right? We got a new level and it has some cool stuff. Right, I'm gonna run through the whole thing. I'm just gonna show you everything we got with the music and everything. And then we'll talk a little bit about what I edited. So let's start level 1, and I'm just gonna run through it and show you the whole thing we have so far. We got a game. We're starting to have an actual game, which is cool. It's exciting. Right, let me show you. Right, not really sure like how loud that is. So I don't know. Let's roll. So level 1 is still the same. So this is still the tutorial area. I really like this song. Some royalty-free music. But I love chiptune stuff like this. I need to find someone to make me music for this game. Right, so level 2. Like, check this out. How pretty is that? It looks so good. It is so pretty. I love it. It looks so cool. I'm so happy with that. How the fireball turned out. Right. Doom 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 doom. Da 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 doom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oop. Do 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 do. Oop. Wait, how many mana? Oh, we have 2 mana. So I can kill this guy. Man, the fireballs look so cool. Look at that. I wasn't too happy with it at the start with just the trail. And then I started adding little sprinkles to it and some other things. It's like so cool now. It could be a bit better, but for now, that is good. Let's get rid of this guy. And that's it. That's all we got. Level 3. Coming soon to a theater next to you. So yeah, that's what we got so far. So let's talk about the spawner that I made. In case you don't know how to do it, first of all, before we get all of that, let me just show you the what I call the lava ball. Did I put it in there? Oh no. The lava stuff was getting so like there were so many assets with the lava that I just made it its own folder. Look at this. See, I had somewhat of a lava tile this morning, and then I made all the rest. Right? I made the sparkles. I made the spawners. I drew the actual lava ball. This stuff takes time, man. It's when you put it down, it seems so little, but it's like it's one more piece to the puzzle. Not puzzle, like one more piece to the Legos you can use to create your own levels. And then from there on, you can just multiply it, right? But to make it first, it takes a little bit of time. And I think I'm getting the hang of this like pixel art thing because this looks cool, right? I It took me a few tries. I wasn't like I had the idea, like I wanted to make it like pointing upwards, and I wanted to have this like this shape. It kind of looks like a Metroid or a Ghosty from Pac-Man. And I had this idea, but I wasn't too happy with the colors. And then I started like messing with it, and this turned out. It's like at the end, I looked at it. It's like, wow, this looks cool. I like this. I really like this. So I put it in, and let me show you on Pixel in case you want to like get inspiration from it. Right. So this is still 16 by 16. Well, not this one, right? But the originally 16 by 16, and then I scaled it up. When I was done, I scaled it up to 64 by 64, and then to keep it centered and keep with the rest of the tiles, I then scaled it to 96 by 96, but I kept the content at 64 by 64. So the actual bullet is still 64 by 64. The whole square is 96 by 96. Yeah, I was really happy with it. And like in squishes, like I tried a few animations. I wasn't too sure with it. And then, oh, God, need to click it. There you go. So it starts like this, and then I was like, how do I do it? What do I want to do? And then I try stretching it. So first you stretch it, right? Goes like this. You stretch, and then you make it slimmer, and then it resets to the first one. So that it has this like fat, stretched, slim, and then back to fat. Just like me. One day's fat, one day's fat, one day slim. There you go. And the lava tile is just the same one I was using before. Alright, so anyways, how do you do the spawning thing? This is quite easy to do, right? All you do is make a square. That's all the spawner is. I have two spawners. I have the blue and the reds because of how the whole mechanic of the spawning thing works. This way it's better to do things. And this is just a sprite. You just make a sprite square. It doesn't really matter what you do with it. I just like using these colors and squares to be nice when you're building the level. But it has nothing else. There's no behaviors, no anything. And then you plop them where you want it to like explode from. And then the actual code is drumroll. Where is it? Bomb lava. There you go. So at the beginning of the scene, we start a timer. Well, in this case, we start two because I have two spawners, right? I have the red and the blue. I even call it like lava ball blue, lava ball red. And then I hide it as well. At the beginning of the scene, I hide these two so you can't see them, right? So they're invisible. These are scene timers. So we start the scene timer. And then these are the impacts. Still impact. Here we go. So then I have these two. These are the actual spawning events. And you just check if the scene timer, in this case the lava blue, I put a random in range, just so it's, randomness is the spice of life. So it picks a number between 4 and 7 seconds. And then this is like the magic of having multiples. Is you do pick a random, your spawner, object. So if you have, let's say, 3 of these, it's going to pick one of them every 4 to 7 seconds. So you don't spawn fireballs from all 3 all the time, right? This way it's nicer to make it random and to shoot it in different times. Because otherwise it looks boring. If you have 3 spawners just shooting 3 balls consistently every few seconds at the same time, it looks so dull. But anyways, so you check for the timer, and then you pick a random of your spawners. Then first things first, you reset the timer so that this can keep on a loop, right? And then this is all of the particle effects. What you actually need is to spawn the bullet, which should be this one, the lava ball. So you spawn the bullet at the spawner. So lava ball spawn center X, lava ball spawn center Y, right? And then after you spawn it, you give it a force. And that's all you need to make a basic spawner. It's you create the object, add the thing, and then you give it a force. And you make it move. Then if you want to make it all pretty, right? You create particle effects. Right? You do the emitter. So I create the trail, and then I give the trail a force as well. So he has the same force as the ball, so he goes along with it. And then I have yet another particle emitter, which is more sparkly stuff. Right? So basically, I'm creating three things, and then I'm shooting three things at the same time with the same speed. I have these linked so that when they blow up, we can target specifically the things that were created with it and tell it to despawn, right? Let me show you. Oh, and the bottom one is the same thing, right? One's for the blue, one's for the red, right? This one's lava spawn 2, and the timer is red. And I give it even different times. So this is between 5 and 6 seconds, and this is between 4 and 7 seconds. So again, more randomness makes things more fun. So for example, this one's for hitting the tiles, so that when it hits the tiles, it despawns, right? So it checks if it's in collision with the tiles, and if it is, we create a little explosion, we play a sound, and then we take into account the links. So this is where we're gonna pick the stuff that was linked to our fireball or to our lava ball, whatever you want to call it. So we tell the game, we tell the engine, right? Oh, pick these ones specifically that are connected to the lava ball that just collided with the tiles. And he goes, oh, okay, I know what you're on about. So then we delete the lava ball. We stop the particle emitters from moving. And then instead of just deleting the particle emitters, we're actually going to lower the capacity to 0. And then we, on the actual emitter, we tell it, if you run out of particles, then we delete it. And what this does is, instead of the fireball like colliding with the tile and just blowing up and things like disappearing from one frame to the next, this like stops it from creating more particles, and you see the particles fading out, and makes everything so much smoother, right? Let me see if I can show you that. Level 2. It just makes the whole thing smooth. Get out of the way. Oh yeah, and I made this. Right now, so the lava actually does damage, and when we hit the lava, our character actually jumps off, like makes a little explosion. He goes, "Ow!" And then he shoots. He like jumps. Ow! I forgot to mention that. Right, so check the little sparkles. See, let me make it big. Get this out of the way. Right, check the little sparkles. See, when it blew up, the sparkles didn't just get deleted. Right? Like the trail and the sparkles. See, it hits, it deletes the fireball, but the other ones just fade out. Like they just stop emitting, and everything just looks so nice and smooth, right? Like you even see like the particles like coming down a little. I love that. I love details like that. That is so nice, right? So that's the difference between deleting a particle effect or just telling it, hey, you now have 0. Sorry. Because when it's flying with the fireball, I got it in -1. Let me show you. Lava ball trail. Lava ball trail. Um, see, it's -1, meaning it's infinite, right? So as long as it's flying, it's shooting particles. And what the capacity change does is I tell it to change this number from infinite to 0. And once 0, it stops shooting particles. And then it deletes. See, when it's out of particles, delete it. So we delete the emitter, but the particles stay up in the air and they fade out and then they disappear, right? So that's what's happening. The the lava ball, the touching the lava and jumping thing, that's quite easy to make. You need the platformer object. Sorry. Where did I put it? Which one is it? Oh, it's this one, right here at the top. So when the little knight is in collision with lava, trigger once. It doesn't need to be trigger once. Uh, just put it there, just reasons. Honestly, I think it's more of a reflex at this point than anything. But anyways, so the little knight has the platformer behavior. That's important to be able to do this stuff. So basically, we touch the lava, and we tell the little knight, "Hey, you're allowed to jump again." So we let him jump again if he's out of jumps. Then we change the jump speed of Little Knight to 800, up from I think it's 650 that 625 that I have right now. The reason why I changed this and I don't use the regular jump is because in case you fall down a pit with lava and then your jump is not enough to get you back up. And that's kind of lame, right? Because then you jump down and you just bounce until you die. And that's really lame. So you want to make sure that you have enough jump force to bring you back up to a platform. So that way you don't feel cheated, right? You fell off the platform, you hit the lava, you lost your life, you paid the price, right? And then you jump back up, and then you need enough force to get back to safety. Sorry. It's just good game design, I suppose. Because otherwise, people are like, yeah, what is this crap, right? You fall down the hole and it's like, okay, I can't get out. You might as well just kill me with one shot, you know? Uh, right. Anyways, we're in collision. We change the speed and then we jump, right? We tell you can jump again. We tell him he can jump even higher than usual. We simulate the jump button on Little Knight, which makes him jump in midair. Then I create a little puff of smoke, right? The puff of smoke trail and the explosion and the sound. It goes, right? And he touches the lava. And then we need to wait a frame. So I put 0.1, so it skips the frame and only does this on the next frame. So we change the jump speed back to normal speed, 625 in my case. If you don't put this here, this is all done in one frame. So this never registers. So it's like you're always jumping at 625. So you need to give it a little wait time so that this registers first, gives you more jump, and then when you're actually jumping, does the jump go back to 625. And then this thing at the bottom, this is just to keep the smoke trail. Like you just burn your butt right on the lava. So you're smoking out of your butt kind of thing. And this just keeps the smoke in position where you are. And that's it. That's all I've done today. I'm really happy with it. And I think it turned out okay. And we're starting to have more of a game. We have more game mechanics. From here on, I think what's missing is like fun tiles, like kind of sort of like Sonic Springs, where you jump on top and it goes boom. It makes you jump really high. I think those would be fun to make. Um, movable tiles. So movable platforms, like you jump on them and they move, and you need to dodge objects. I'll do those next, I think, because those would be fun. But level 1 was simple, showing you the mechanics of like mana sword and all that. And then this one's like introducing lava and jumping over the tiles, right? So this one's showing you the mechanic of the moving enemy. And he also has the fireball. And the lava that you need to jump over. So it's teaching the player the mechanics of the game. I also did these things, right? You notice the lava has some sparks that come out. I also made those. I think those look cool. Like, it gives the lava a more lively feel. And it just looks nice, right? Oh. So this is like teaching you that you don't always need to go for the kill, right? You don't always need to attack the enemy. You can just jump over. Ow. Dang it. I got hit by the fireball. So this, you learn the fireball twice, right? The lava ball jump twice. Because you need to do it once to go right and once to go left. Dang it. Alright, and this, it gives you like the choice. Like, you can go... I need to fix that hitbox. I think that hitbox is kind of bull. Or maybe not. Nope. The hitbox is good. That was just me. But yeah, so this teaches you, like, the door is there. But it's like, there's a more level there. And if you explore, you can go straight to level 3. Or you can go explore. Right? And maybe there's something there. Because, I mean, why would an enemy be there with coins, right? You go here and they're like, oh yeah, I saw this at the start of the level, right? Because you start down there. And also, it teaches the player that there's stuff behind walls. Because so far, everything is actually being behind a tile. But this time, you actually have these coins and this sword here. Like, in plain sight. And a bomb right there. So it's teaching the player, like, oh yeah, there's a bomb. There's stuff here. Put 1 and 1 together and see what happens, right? Put 2 and 2 together and see what happens. And the bombs, man. The bombs look so cute. I love the bombs. I think I'm going to make an enemy out of the bombs. I still got hit and stuff. And level 3. Oh, no. It didn't go to level 3 because reasons. But yeah. It's because of how I changed scenes. We need to start on scene number 1 for that to go to scene number 3. Yeah. I love the little bombs. They look so cute. Right? Look at that. Right? Because here, we're basically making it so obvious. It's like, if you never noticed the cracks, right? There's a bomb. There's cracks. There's stuff here. 1 + 1 + 1. Right? I don't know. I need to, like, let my cousin have a go at this game and see if she figures it out. Well, yeah. That's what we got so far. Level 2 complete. Next thing, moving platforms. And maybe some springs. Like the springs are pretty easy. Like the way you do the springs is just like the lava thing. Like when you're in touch with it, you change the jump speed, you make him jump, and then you put the jump speed back to normal. That's pretty easy to do. I just need to design the springs and the platform the moving platforms. Um, but yeah, that's all I got so far. That's all I got for you today. I hope you learned something. If you're enjoying these videos, leave a like, consider subscribing, and leave me a comment. If you watch all the way to this point, leave us a comment on YouTube. You know, let me know if you're enjoying these or not. Or if if there's something you'd like to see explained or made in this game, just let me know and I'll see if I can implement it. I got some, some cool stuff up my sleeve to introduce to this game that's really gonna make it cool. But yeah, I need to think a bit more about it. Anyways, right, I'm rambling on. Oh yeah, one last thing. Check this out before I go. I just noticed because I looked down at OBS. So I started having some audio issues because I had too many sounds. Because my other game that I'm working on doesn't really have coins to pick up, so you don't really have like a bunch of like sounds being played at once. And the ones you do, I never had an issue with. But for some reason, this game I'm starting to have issues with the sounds. So what I did was I changed everything from just playing sound, just using the condition play sound, or the action play sound, and I changed it to play sound on a specific channel. That way it doesn't interfere with the other sounds. Like if there's three sounds playing at the same time, they each have their own channel, so they each play. There's nothing goes on, right? Nothing goes wrong. But to keep track of all the channels, uh, I made a list on a notepad. So this is like to keep track, right? This is my bullet point. So look at that. We got 24 channels in such a small game. I didn't even realize. Like I started making these, I started like changing them from play a sound to play a sound on the channel, and then keeping track of the channels. So channel 1 is the bomb pickup. Channel 2 is the gold coin pickup. And I started going. It's like, holy, I got 23 sounds? Where? I didn't even realize. It's like, how is there 23 sounds? It feels like I'm listening to the same two or three sounds nonstop. But yeah, there's a lot of sounds. And channel 50 is the music. Yeah. So that's another change that I did. So Notepad, it's really good for this kind of stuff. You just keep it on the side. I keep it on my desktop. Um, yeah. Right. Anyways, that was the last thing. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Have a good one.